American Airlines. Something special in the air.
AT&T is in customer satisfaction. Our people helped Pillsbury design a feedback line using AT&T 800 service.
Can I freeze the cupcakes?
500 calls come in every day, which makes Pillsbury very happy because satisfied customers come back for more. We can help your business in ways you never thought of. AT&T long-distance services. Talk with us. AT&T, the right choice.
Feel the heat. Knots Landing, premiering Monday.
Next Wednesday at 8, 7 Central, Premiere Week continues with The Insiders, followed by the season premieres of Dynasty and Hotel.
You'll love it.
The people of IBM are proud to bring you 4585. We hope that this unique look at the events of the past 40 years will offer you new insight into America's past and America's future.
My first thought whenever they told me the IBM plant was going to a fully automated plant was, oh no, here goes my job.
Stan Porter is one of 6,000 people working for IBM in Lexington, Kentucky. The plant there will soon be one of the most fully automated in the world. But the move to automation hasn't meant a single layoff in Lexington. One of the reasons is IBM's commitment to retraining, teaching people new skills to work with new technology.
Everybody has kind of got a new outlook on it now. It makes everybody now, they feel that it's going to make the jobs better.
We've taken the mundane, highly repetitive task of assembling these miniature electronic components away from the operator and moved the operator one step back into the process, so he's now responsible for a system. So not only have we been able to improve our quality through automation, we've also enhanced that person's job.
What makes me feel good about retraining is that it's twofold to me. The first one is job security. I don't have to worry about having a job as long as I continue to do my job well. And the second thing is it has always brought opportunity. Every time that you're retrained, there's an opportunity and a challenge.
Retraining has helped IBM avoid layoffs for nearly 50 years. What's happened in Lexington and everywhere at IBM proves that a company can move ahead without leaving people behind.
This man is crazy.
Vivacious.
He'll tell you exactly what he feels.
I want that item. Not need, I want that item.
This is Hamner Williams teaching business at Hampton University as part of IBM's faculty loan program. He joined the faculty for a year while IBM continued to pay his salary.
He really makes you look at things the way they're going to be.
There's no snow jobs with Ham. Either you know the answer or you don't.
Hamner Williams is one of over 600 IBM employees who have participated in the faculty loan program since 1971.
So it's not just book knowledge that we're learning, but practical experience from a person who's been in business for some time.
I've taken so much being in the business community, and I wanted a place to turn around and give back to someone else. I love teaching, and I love asking the tough questions, and then watching the light going in their eyes. Let me tell you, that's what being here is all about.
$45.85, brought to you by IBM, will continue in a moment.
You know, learning to read is tough. I learned back when I was 6, well, maybe 7. But these kids were already reading in kindergarten. It's because of this really neat learning program called Writing to Read. It's from IBM. Now, it takes words a kid can say, and they can say a lot, and teaches them how to write and read them.
Say, turtle.
Turtle.
Type turtle.
T-U. The computer helps them. It's fun.
Can a fish ride in a wagon?
No.
3.
I got it. There's a lot of other stuff that's fun, too. More than 20,000 kids were part of the pilot program. And some can even write their own stories.
Dad cooks macaroni. I like it, too. It makes me happy when it is my birthday. And we read. It's fun reading. I kissed my cat before I went to school.
Gee, I wish had this when I was a kid.
After 1 year in the program, the reading ability of the children as a group was significantly higher than the national norm. 7 out of 10 were writing words, sentences, even stories. The 2-year pilot program of Writing to Read was supported and funded by IBM. For more information, write IBM, Box 888, Armonk, New York.
To hit the right note on your personal computer, you've got to have the right personal printer. That's why IBM offers an ensemble of personal printers. For text, for color, for graphs, for pictures, for speed, for charts, for letter quality, for whatever you compose. IBM personal printers.
If you're thinking of buying a personal computer, and all the signs say it's time to take the first step, a few questions may still be holding you back. Will your PC have the power you want to run the software you want? What about expandability and optional equipment? And how much money is it going to take? If these questions have crossed your mind, now's a good time to look at IBM, the complete answer. An IBM PC can run the latest, most powerful programs and give you almost unlimited expandability with options like the new IBM printers and the IBM PC network. And today, prices are better than ever. So don't wait. Once you take the first step, the rest come easy. IBM personal computers. See them at a store near you or call your IBM representative.
Nick Fox, investigative reporter for Newspoint magazine. James Mackey, Nick's best friend and partner, key to the inside. Nicholas Campbell and Stoney Jackson. Investigative reporters who know only one way to get a story. Become a part of it. The Insiders, premiering 1 week from tonight.
You'll love it.
This special presentation of 4585 is brought to you by IBM.
In the Eastern Caribbean, a hurricane threatens everyone in its path.
It was one of those days you could feel there was sort of silence sometimes in the air.
Wind start blowing. Everybody starts shouting to one another, leaving their home and going. Nobody knows where they're going.
A hurricane is the most devastating thing I've ever seen. Just one hurricane can destroy our economy and set us back a whole generation.
To aid people in the Caribbean, Dr. Percival Perry, an IBM scientist, returned to the island home where he was born.
I wanted to set up a computerized satellite tracking system in the Eastern Caribbean so people in this region can get early disaster warnings about hurricanes.
To help build the storm warning system, IBM donated several computers and a year of Dr. Perry's time.
We get good information from the National Weather Center in Miami, but we can always use more. With Dr. Perry's antenna and the IBM computer, we will be able to look at information in greater detail in the immediate vicinity of the islands. As a result of this project, we've been able to bring computers to Antigua in a way that was not imagined before. This project is just the start, my way of helping, and it was very satisfying to me.
Dr. Perry's project is one example of how IBM is contributing the time and talents of its people in hundreds of communities throughout the United States and around the world. You're about to spend a day on the campus of UCLA. There's something exciting going on here, something that's happening on campuses all across the country, something that's affecting America's future.
There's been a revolution in which the computer has been the leading edge. And this has been pushing the revolution in teaching. There isn't a single area on this campus which has not profited from the use of computers.
A lot of students come to UCLA who are very bright, they did well in high school, but for one reason or another, their writing skills are below average. We developed a writing package, a computer program that would address their needs. And as a result of that, these students are enthusiastic about writing.
This is the way that architects have worked for centuries. by drawing buildings very carefully by hand. Now, computer graphics changes all of that completely because it takes a great deal of the labor out of the process. Like any professor, I'm interested in the spirit and the sense of excitement that students have in their work. Computer graphics brings that because it's a new medium and because it opens up completely new vistas that the students haven't experienced before.
We are excavating an ancient city in Syria, and one of the most interesting ways in which we are using the computer is for a visual reconstruction of the buildings. In a very real sense, the computer is helping us to bring the past back to life.
There is a feeling among some people that computers push people apart, but that isn't true. On the contrary, I look at our own students and I see what camaraderie, what friendship, what new way of working the computer has brought for them. When I was a young student, we used to think how we would change the world. And as I see my new students, of course, they also want to do that. But now, with the aid of computers, maybe they can.
Hundreds of universities are receiving IBM grants for computers, course development, and research. What's happening at UCLA is one example of how business and education can work together to create new ways of learning.
Walter Payton and the Bears take on the Vikings in an NFL special Thursday night. AIDS, Virus of Fear, all next week on ABC's World News Tonight.
The 60s and into the 70s, a time of trial for America, when 4585 continues.
Look who's sitting tall in the saddle. It's Webster. And he's heading for the wildest dude ranch out west. You'll love the one-hour season premiere Friday at 8, 7 Central.
Of the 24 hours in a day, Italians look forward to one with special anticipation. The moment they can once again enjoy Italian pie. We call it Friazzo, baked fresh every day, only at Pizza Hut.
This deposition ought to break the Foley case wide open.
The one in Washington?
Right.
I hope so.
When you have something urgent to send overnight, use Express Mail next day service from the post office. Our 2-pound pack is just $10.75, about half what most others charge. And when you need it there tomorrow, we deliver.
I don't know how to thank you.
Don't thank me, thank this.
Express Mail service. We deliver excellence for less.
Reaction to charges involving the Aggie football program tonight at 10.
The year it all came apart. And we'll be back with that in a moment.
4585, brought to you by IBM, will continue in a moment.
Space is there, and the moon and the planets are there, and new hopes for knowledge and peace are there. And therefore, as we set sail, we ask God's blessing on the most hazardous and dangerous and greatest adventure on which man has ever embarked.
In the very early days of the space program, we had a lot of failures. It wasn't unusual to see an Atlas come up off the pad and explode and burn in its own wake. When we saw those things, we began to think about what are we going to do in that situation when we have a man on top of it. When we started thinking about people who were going to fly our machines and decided to call them astronauts, then what qualities do you want in that human being? We immediately said we want test pilots, people who are willing to put their lives on the line every day. As the space program became more complex, you have to have a computer to aid man in making decisions on how to carry out the mission. There's no field of science, no field of technology that has not been touched by the results of the space program. And the facts are, we've just begun to scratch the surface. I think it's more exciting than it's ever been.
From the early unmanned missions to the space shuttle, IBM people and IBM computers have played an important part in every space flight. And even after 25 years and more than 1 trillion miles, the adventure has just begun.
You're about to enter the world of a new technology called X-ray microscopy. Developed by IBM research scientists to advance computer technology, it brought them close inside this computer chip, discovering details no one had ever seen before. The scientists then wondered what they would see if they examined blood cells the same way. What they saw fascinated medical researchers. They discovered structures within the living human cell never seen before. A number of medical researchers have already used this new technology to examine sickle cells and cancer cells. X-ray microscopy, an example of how IBM research can contribute not only to business, but to life itself.
You're looking at a tiny dot of neon argon gas. IBM has been working with a technology using thousands of these dots of light. The result, an ultra-thin computer display screen. But this thin screen is just the beginning. IBM research scientists are exploring new ways to use this technology.
Hi.
Amazing.
As you can see, we can talk face-to-face wherever our offices may be.
So I see.
And before, we could only display this much information. Now we can display this much more and do it from 4 different computers.
4 computers?
You can even make your own notations.
Where?
Right on the screen.
Oh.
And because the screen is so thin, you can put it anywhere, even on the wall.
Looks like it can do just about everything for an office, except make a cup of coffee.
How's this?
The latest innovation in display screen technology, developed by IBM.
Meet Detectives McCarran and Rado.
Let's take on the world.
Taking their best shot at the wildest beat in town.
Doesn't he get to you? Yeah. And say something then. Let it out.
Premiering Saturday at 8/7 Central.
You should get into antiques, Jack.
Drop in on the Hollywood Beat.
You'll love it.
The toughest part about being a detective isn't the job. It's what the job does to the woman I love.
I can't see you living in the suburbs. Those men deal with success and failure. You deal with life and death. I don't want to lose you.
I don't want to lose you either.
From the series of best-selling suspense novels by Robert B. Parker, Robert Urich is Spencer for Hire, premiering Friday at 9, 8 Central.
Okay, Kroger, you say there's a difference? Then show me.
Wow. Yeah. Some more beef, ground beef. Mmm, the Kroger Bakery. Ah, the Kroger Garden.
Feel the difference. Go Krogering.
Zales Anniversary Sale is here.
Leading with style.
With 50% off our most wanted 14-karat gold earrings. Gold to rush for. From just $29.99 to $69.99. And all that glitters in between. Get a head start on your earring collection. 50% off now because the world's leading jeweler makes the rules. Our style is saving you money at Zales Anniversary Sale.
The News 8 difference. Teamwork.
The teamwork at Channel 8 goes beyond the newsroom. Nan will get out in the middle of a rainstorm, jump in the mud, and start walking to get the story. Gary Reeves, who was very uncomfortable sitting in a bouncing helicopter in the back end of a storm. He's a team player. The better and the quicker we can work together, the quicker we can get information to you.
The more you watch, the more you know the News 8 difference.
Allegations of drug usage at the Rockwall Jail tonight at 10.
To Gorbachev at the summit in November. In a moment, Ted Koppel and I will return in conversation with President Reagan.
This special presentation of 4585 is brought to you by IBM.
To hit the right note on your personal computer, you've got to have the right personal printer. That's why IBM offers an ensemble of personal printers. For text, for color, for graphs, for pictures, for speed, for charts, for letter quality, for whatever you compose. IBM personal printers.
IBM would like to take a minute to show you what it's been doing for years, supporting the arts. All of this goes to show that a company known for state-of-the-art technology can also be interested in the state of the arts.
If you're thinking of buying a personal computer, and all the signs say it's time to take the first step, a few questions may still be holding you back. Will your PC have the power you want to run the software you want? What about expandability and optional equipment? And how much money is it going to take? If these questions have crossed your mind, now's a good time to look at IBM, the complete answer. An IBM PC can run the latest, most powerful programs and give you almost unlimited expandability with options like the new IBM printers and the IBM PC network. And today, prices are better than ever. So don't wait. Once you take the first step, the rest come easy. IBM personal computers. See them at a store near you or call your IBM representative.
You may not know this fellow, but he's my son. Well, say hello.
Hello.
He's also my dad.
We'd like to have you watch us on Lime Street.
Robert Wagner in Lime Street, premiering Saturday at 9:30, 8:30 Central.
You'll love it.
4585 continues after station identification.
Next Wednesday, your questions will be answered. Find out who will survive on the astonishing season premiere of Dynasty. Then,
I think I'm falling in love with you.
will guest star Patrick Duffy steal Christina Way on the season premiere of Hotel next Wednesday.
You'll love it.
Aggie head football coach Jackie Sherrill tonight comments on allegations concerning his team's star quarterback. That story and more tonight at 10 on The Update.
This week, go Krogering and cut your costs with double coupon savings. Use any manufacturer's cents-off coupon on national brand products like these, and Kroger will double its face value, up to and including 50-cent coupons. Double coupons, double savings. This week only, when you go Krogering.
Cut your cost with unlimited double coupon savings this week at Kroger.
Bessie, look at these shelves full of chocolate chip cookies.
Okay.
Would you think any of them would taste homemade like yours?
No.
Well, Grandma's comes awful close. They're delivered to the store every week, just like fresh eggs and milk.
They are.
So Grandma's Rich and Chewy brand chocolate chip cookies are crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside, and loaded with chocolate chips.
Really?
They taste so much like yours, it boggles my mind.
Then don't think about it.
Grandma's brand rich and chewy cookies, so fresh you'd swear they taste homemade.
A Test for Life, starting Monday at 6 on News 8.
This special presentation of 4585 is brought to you by IBM.
To run the Hat of the Month Club in a business-like way, the boss has to keep the books, organize the files, write the letters, be creative, and still keep on top of things. The boss could bring home a tool for modern times, the IBM personal computer. It can help the business person wear many hats and sell even more. The IBM personal computer. Try one on at a store near you.
The Jacquard loom. It may look a little primitive, but in its day, it was a marvel. Here's a harvesting machine. It turned the Great Plains into the breadbasket of our nation. This may not look like an antique, but in a sense it is. It's from one of the first IBM computers. It could solve problems in a few minutes that would have taken a team of mathematicians months to do, but it used vacuum tubes. Remember your old radio? And while these tubes may not seem so big to us, to an engineer or scientist, they posed gigantic problems. They weren't reliable enough, they used too much energy, and they were too big. You see, all these vacuum tubes, which were essentially on-off switching devices, were connected to the other components by miles and miles of wire. Even though electricity travels at the speed of light, the time it takes to go through the system depends on the distance it has to travel. Engineers and scientists wanted to make computers faster. They wanted to make millions of calculations possible in the blink of an eye. So they needed switches that were 1,000 times faster. Today, all those tubes and other electronic components have been compressed onto a tiny chip made from the pure silicon crystal. This chip that can fit through the eye of a needle can do the work of 1,000 vacuum tubes. Now those millions of calculations can be done in the blink of an eye, and they can be done a lot cheaper. In fact, the number of calculations that would have cost more than $1 a couple of decades ago now cost less than a penny. And that means computers are now available to do a lot more jobs, to solve a lot more problems for a lot more people. To do a lot more jobs, to solve a lot more problems for a lot more people.
We're your type for memos and manuscripts, love letters for labels and laundry lists. If words are the way you write, we're your type. Typewriters, IBM, for hot texts, for doctor's orders, for company checks, police headquarters, for offices big and businesses small. We're your type.
The rolling record book, Walter Payton and the Chicago Bears take on Bud Grant's New Look Vikings on an NFL Thursday special, live at 8 Eastern.
Sunday, it's television's biggest night, the 37th Annual Emmy Awards live.